Hello everybody, this is Wendy from Plant Based Mama, and I want to wish you a happy new year and especially a happy January, because I know a lot of you guys will be taking part in going vegan for the month of January, excuse me. You might hear some noise in the background, of course. That's my kids. Ignore the bags under my eyes because, I could blame that on New Year's Eve party or whatever, but no, it's just because I have kids. But today I'm gonna basically show you how to make a vegan chili, and you can honestly make your own favorite chili recipe vegan just by omitting the meat or replacing it with a meat replacer, which is what I'm going to do today. I don't really have to use a meat replacer, but my husband likes the texture, so I use a little bit of a veggie crumble, and I'll show you what that looks like. But okay, let's just get started. I'm using 3 cans of beans, and these are the beans that I had in the cabinet, so these are the beans I'm using. I'm using some black beans, some dark kidney beans, and some cannellini beans, which would be a white bean. I'm also using some tomato sauce. I normally like to use a can of fire roasted tomatoes, but I don't have it, so I'm not going to use it. And I have some chopped onions and chopped bell pepper. I like to use celery as well, but I don't have any today, so I'm not going to use it. And as my meat replacer, I'm going to use half bag of this vegan veggie crumbles from Morningstar. You can use whatever brand you want. And I also have my chili seasoning here, which you can go to the store and easily just get like a 99-cent pack of chili seasoning and call it a day. But I didn't have a pack, so I just made some chili seasonings, and I just used some salt and pepper, garlic powder, what we got? Chili powder, onion powder, cayenne pepper, of course, a little cumin. And I also like to put a little bit of cinnamon in mine, but you don't have to do that. And I also like to add a little bit of cacao powder or cocoa powder. It just helps with the flavor. And also, if you have a can of refried beans, a vegan can or vegetarian can, it'll be labeled vegetarian. It doesn't have any lard in it. That can help thicken up your chili. If you add a can of that to it, and it makes it so thick and creamy. I just love that. But I already used my can, so I don't have it. So this is basically what we're using today. Chili seasoning, 3 cans of beans, tomato sauce, onion and bell pepper, and this optional veggie crumble. So let's start that. So I've got my pot. Heating up, and I just added a little bit of water for the people who are afraid of oil. I ain't afraid of no oil, but we're gonna just do it this way for y'all. And I'm gonna just add all my bell peppers and onions to this. We're gonna just saute in water. Excuse me. We're gonna saute in water. Put that back, please. Put it back. Thank you. Until those get soft. Okay, y'all. To saute using water, you have to just keep adding little bits of water to your pot, which is aggravating. But I mean, it's good if you are doing something like the Daniel fast, or if you're trying to avoid oil altogether. And if you're doing the Daniel fast, you'll probably need to omit the salt from this recipe or change it to sea salt. I'm sorry, the camera's shaking. I'm holding the baby. He's just like not having it. He's not having what I'm doing here. So you just keep adding a little bit of water at a time, a few tablespoons at a time, until it starts to cook down and get soft. And then once it's soft, I'm gonna add my beans that I rinsed really well. I rinse them to get all the can taste off, which you can use cooked beans on the stove, but I'm rinsing to get the can flavor away, and actually it helps reduce the bloating that you'll get. So, won't be too much tooting over here, but I'm gonna try to put this baby down because he is tripping. Hold on, y'all. It's okay. Look, he's tripping, y'all. He's tripping. But excuse me. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Y'all know this channel is called Plant-Based Mama. Okay? I don't get a break from these kids. I'm trying to tell you. So, it's gonna cook those a little bit. Adding in the seasonings next. Let's shift it around so that way it's kind of mixed in. I'm gonna stir it together, and then I'm gonna add my tomato sauce. And like I said, use what you have. If you have some nice crushed tomatoes, that's nice. Some fire roasted tomatoes. You have some tomato paste. Just a plain can of tomato sauce. Some marinara. Sorry, y'all. Some marinara sauce. That's great too. But you're just gonna cook that down, and then you're gonna add in the tomato sauce. I'm gonna try to edit out the screeching from the little. Oh gosh, these kids! Oh God, help me! Now he's gotta go potty. Okay. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is real life. I just want to say this is real life. It's not pretend YouTube movie magic over here. And I have to go ahead and put the tomato sauce in the beans because I did not want them to burn, because we had to take a break. We had to go through proper hand washing and all that. So if you are a mama, then just breathe. Breathe, okay? Just honestly, I'm just talking to myself. I'm telling myself to breathe. But now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add the veggie crumbles that I showed you. We're gonna add those in. And these are the veggie crumbles, and they come frozen like this. Can you see the frost on them? And I'm gonna just use like half the bag, maybe not even that much. And I'm just using that because my husband likes them. And I'm gonna stir them in, and then I'm gonna add water to this pot so that it can cook. Right now, this is a very thick, see how thick that is? Very thick chili. But I'm gonna add some water to this pot in just a second. And this is one of those things that you can cook a lot of it, and you can have it for a couple of days if it's just you or you and one other person, or you can cook it and it'll be like enough for your whole family. I'm adding all this water. It looks like a lot of water, I know, but I'm just adding all this so that it can cook down. So a lot of the water is going to be gone. I'm going to let that cook like 20 minutes on low, medium low, and keep watching it so it doesn't burn. You see how the crumbles kind of resemble beef a little bit in there? So that's what we're doing. Okay? And I'll come back. So I've decided while the chili is cooking down that I'm going to make a really easy cornbread to eat with it. And for this, I'm just going to use this vegetarian Jiffy corn muffin mix. I'm going to use a third cup of milk, which I should be using a wet measuring cup, but I'm not, whatever. And I'm going to use some sweet corn, cream style sweet corn. And you would think that this has dairy in it, but it doesn't. A lot of these do not. Honestly, I haven't seen one that has dairy in it, but you should always read it to make sure. So I'm just gonna dump everything in a bowl and mix it together, and then I'm gonna put them in the muffin tin with liners, just to make cleanup easier for me, and for it'll be easier for my toddler to hold on to the muffins and eat them. So I'm gonna mix that together. So I've got the corn mix in here, and then I'm just gonna add the soy milk, and you can use almond milk or whatever kind of nut milk you want. And I'm gonna use this, and I use the amount of milk that the box suggested, and I'm gonna use about a 1/4 cup of this corn. And the box also said that you could use pureed white beans to replace the eggs, but I haven't tried that, but you can try that. So I'm going to mix this together and see how the consistency is, and see if I want to add more corn to it. So you can see it's nice and thick, like corn bread mix. And I'm going to add a little bit more corn because I know that my son likes the corn pieces in it. He enjoys that. I'm just going to mix that in, and then I'm going to put it in the muffin tins. I got the oven preheated to 400 degrees. And do not forget to keep stirring your chili so that it doesn't burn to the bottom of the pot. Okay, so we got this in here, and I'm just going to slide this in the oven, and then we can take a look at our chili. So I set a timer for the cornbread for 15 minutes, so I'll check on it because the package directions say 15 to 20 minutes, so I set a timer for 15 so it doesn't burn. And I'm checking on the chili, which is basically done. This is how it looks, thick but not too thick. If you want it thicker, you just let it cook down some more. So this is where we are with the chili, and I'm holding the baby, so I'm shaking, of course. He's trying to. So this is the chili, all done, nice and thick. And these are the cornbread muffins. Very, very hot. See how well they rose even without using the egg. Hold it together nicely.
It's stuck.
Yes, it's almost done. And everybody's waiting to taste the chili. And I guess I need to taste it too. Hold on. Okay. The chili is super duper hot, and I'm going to give it a taste before baby starts screaming again. Yes. It's just right. If you need more salt, you can add more salt, but I don't need more salt. Need more pepper, want some hot sauce, whatever. But I'm good. And I'm going to eat, and I'm going to let them eat. And this chili is very easy to make, but it's not easy to record. We got 3 kids. Alright. Bye.